Students, today we are going to solve the second illustration. I'll read the question first. From the following trial balance of Mangesh Traders, you are required to prepare final accounts. Trial balance as on 31st March 2018. Opening stock, purchases, sales, purchase returns, sales return, royalties, wages and salaries, office salaries, bills receivable, bills payable, office equipments, motor van, plant and machinery, bad debts, advertisement, cash in hand, sundry debtors, reserve for bad debts, sundry creditors and capital. Adjustments. Closing stock on 31st March 2018 was valued at cost price rupees 19,000 and market price rupees 20,000. Second, office salaries outstanding rupees 1,000. Third, prepaid wages rupees 1,000. Fourth, provide depreciation at the rate of 5%, 10% and 15% on office equipments, motor van and plant and machinery respectively. Now students, these adjustments are given. All these adjustments will be recorded twice, but you have to check the amounts or the items on which the adjustments are given. Here office salaries adjustment is there, so you have to make a note or make a tick mark near office salaries so that you can record this amount in the inner column to do the addition subtraction to give the effect to the adjustment. Then here prepaid wages are given, so you have to make the tick mark on wages and salaries to do addition or subtraction required as per the adjustment. And then also there is depreciation on certain assets, so amount of this asset should be written in the inner column. So like office equipment, motor van and plant and machinery, on all these three types of assets you have to make the tick mark so that you will remember to record them in the inner column. As it is, as you know that when we make the account, that is trading profit and loss account and balance sheet, we make two columns for the amount, inner and outer column. So in the inner column we do the addition subtraction and outer column we write the final amount. So you should know which amount is to be written in the inner column when you are posting the items from the trial balance. So first we have to draw all the three things, that is trading profit and loss account and the balance sheet. Now here also they have given the combined heading in the books of Mangesh Traders, trading account and profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2018. Debit side particulars amount, credit side particulars amount. So they have continued the profit and loss account after the trading accounts. Here there is a printing error. This is the total 1,04,020. After that you need to draw two lines here, that you have to remember. Now let us start with the question from trial balance. Always remember that first you need to post all the items given in the trial balance. Then second step is to give two effects for each adjustment, and third step is to balance the accounts and transfer the balances to the respective account or the statement. Now here the very first item is the opening stock. By now you know that opening stock is the very first item on the debit side of the trading account. To opening stock, outer column directly you can write the amount. Then purchases are given 55,000. But when you go through the trial balance items, you have to remember that purchase return is also given 2,630. So we need to write purchases in the inner column, 55,000 less purchase return 2,630. So outer column net purchases 52,370. Then next is sales. 89,500. Sales is recorded on the credit side of the trading account, and if sales return is given, that you have to subtract from sales. So here sales return is also given. So these two items will be recorded on the credit side by sales, inner column 89,500 less sales return 4,480. So outer column 85,020. Then next, royalty. Royalty is the direct expenditure which is recorded on the debit side of the trading account. So here two royalty is recorded, outer column, because there is no adjustment on royalty. Then wages and salaries are given. Now you will get confused that both are given, so where to record? When wages are given first, it is considered as direct expenditure. But if they will give salaries and wages, then it is considered as indirect expenditure, and you have to record on the debit side of profit and loss account. So in this case, wages are given first. So wages and salaries 8,000 is recorded in the inner column because there is adjustment. So here two wages and salaries 8,000 is recorded in the inner column. First we will record all the items, then we will give effect to the adjustment. Then office salaries 11,000. Now office salaries is paid to the office staff, so it is considered as indirect expenditure. So it is recorded on the debit side of profit and loss account, and it is recorded in the inner column because there is an adjustment given in the question. Then bills receivable is the current asset. This is the amount receivable from the customers. So something that is receivable is recorded in the balance sheet. So normally first we record all these fixed assets and then current assets. So we have to leave few lines here and then we have to record. So here they have recorded bills receivable 19,250 directly in the outer column because no adjustment is given for that. Then check whether any other item is there. Okay, so recorded all. Now let us start with this page. Bills payable, it is the amount payable to the creditors, so it is a liability. So that is why it is recorded on the liability side of the balance sheet after leaving few lines for capital and net loss or net profit and drawings if it is given in the question. Then we have to leave around 4 to 5 lines and then we can record bills payable 12,500. Then office equipment, motor van and plant and machinery are the fixed assets, and also there is a last adjustment about depreciation. So we will record the amount of these fixed assets in the inner column in the balance sheet. See, office equipment, motor van and plant and machinery, the amounts are recorded in the inner column. Then bad debt. Bad debt is the loss because it is the amount irrecoverable from the debtors. So that is why we have to record it on the debit side of the profit and loss account to bad debt 2,500. Remember, whenever the bad debt is given in the trial balance, you don't need to subtract from the debtors. If bad debt is given under adjustment, then only we have to give that effect. Then advertisement, it is the marketing expenditure. So it is indirect. It is recorded in the profit and loss account to advertisement. Then cash in hand, sundry, debtors, these are the current assets. So they are recorded in the balance sheet under assets. See, cash in hand is given here, debtors are given here. Then after that, reserve for bad debts. This is called old RDD. This is the provision made in the last year and continued this year. So it is recorded on the credit side of the profit and loss account. Reserve for bad debts 1,000 is recorded here. Then sundry creditors and capital are the liabilities. So they are recorded on the liability side of the balance sheet. Capital is recorded as the first item under liabilities and Then we have to leave one or two lines for addition and subtraction. Then sundry creditors are also recorded under liabilities because it is the amount payable to the creditors in the future. After that, we have to give effects to all the adjustment. The very first adjustment, closing stock on 31st March 2018 was valued at cost price 19,000, market price 20,000. Now two amounts are given. In that case, whichever is less, that you have to take. And you all know the two effects of the closing stock. Once it is recorded on the credit side of the trading account. So here it is recorded, you can see. And second, it is the unsold stock of goods. So it is our assets. So closing stock is recorded under assets. So these are the two effects. So remember, amounts given under the adjustments are recorded twice. Then office salaries outstanding 1,000. So outstanding expenditure, it is the expenditure due for the current year but not yet paid. So it is to be added. So office salaries are recorded 11,000. This 11,000 is taken from the trial balance which we have already recorded 11,000. In that we have to add the outstanding office salaries of 1,000 given in the adjustment. So here add outstanding salary 1,000. So outer column 12,000. Now for this 1,000 we have to give two effects. So one effect we have given here on the debit side of profit and loss account. So credit effect will be given in the balance sheet. It is the liability. It is payable in the future. So it is recorded under liabilities. Outstanding salaries 1,000. Then next, prepaid wages. These are the wages paid in advance. Now wages and salaries we have recorded on the debit side of trading account. Since this is not related to this accounting period, we have to subtract. So wages paid in advance for the next accounting period are subtracted. So 1,000 is subtracted from rupees 8,000. So outer column 7,000. Now for this 1,000 we have to give second effect. See, these wages are prepaid, paid in advance, for which the business organization is going to receive the services in the future. Something that is receivable is considered as asset. So prepaid wages are recorded under assets. So in short, you have to remember that outstanding expenses are recorded under liabilities and prepaid expenses are recorded under assets. Then provide depreciation 5% on office equipment. So you have to find out the original amount of office equipment is 20,000. So 5% of 20,000 is 1,000. So this is subtracted from office equipment, and outer column we have to write 19,000. This is one effect. Now depreciation is the loss in the value of asset. Losses are recorded on the debit side of profit and loss account. So here to depreciation on office equipment 1,000 is recorded here. Then next, 10% depreciation on motor van. Now the cost of the motor van is 30,400. From that 10% depreciation 3,040 we have to subtract, and outer column we have to write the net amount. This is one effect. For this, second effect is given in the profit and loss account. So here you can see motor van 3,040 depreciation is recorded here. Then next is 15% depreciation on plant and machinery. So 15% of the plant and machinery we have to calculate. So 15% of rupees 25,000 comes to 3,750. It is to be subtracted from 25,000. So outer column 21,250. Now second effect for this amount of depreciation, that is 3,750, is recorded here in the profit and loss account. So in this manner we have to record all the trial balance amount and adjustment amounts. Then we have to balance the trading profit and loss account. Now in this case also credit side total is higher than the debit side total. So there is a difference of 7,900. So whenever debit side total is lower, there is a gross profit. So this gross profit is transferred on the credit side of the profit and loss account. Now here you have to take the total of credit and the debit side. Here debit side is, here you can check properly that the debit side total is higher than the credit side. So there is a net loss of 19,390. So whichever side total is higher, that we have to write on the same line on both the sides, debit and credit, and we have to draw two lines to indicate that the account is closed. And from the higher total we have to subtract the total which is less, and then we have to find the difference. So here the difference is coming on the credit side because debit side total is higher than the credit side total. So there is a net loss. It is to be subtracted from capital. So capital 1,25,000 minus net loss 19,390. So outer column 1,05,610. Then we have to check the total of liability and asset side. It should be equal. On the last page they have given the working for the depreciation.